Welcome to my lair. Come with me, let's sit by the fire. I want to tell you a tale. Now, on this dark and stormy day, I want to share with you my history of interior decor so that you may avoid my same mistakes. We've learned so much on the long path to a beautiful and comfortable interior. I will break down into 5 principles what you need to think about for successful interior design. Disagree with me, fight with me, please. Lesson number 1, lighting. For a soothing and well-lit interior, where everybody looks pretty, you do not want harsh overhead light. Think offices, hospitals. Is that the look you're going for in your home? Lighting should be functional, but never garish. If you have overhead lighting, try to put it on a dimmer. And don't rely on it to brighten the whole room. Look to lamps, strategically placed, ideally at different heights, to build light in layers and highlight vignettes within your home. Try to keep the light's tone the same across the room. If you have cool bulbs or warm bulbs, keep it consistent. Now we must speak about art. Think back. Why did you buy it? Probably to look at. Why do we all have the instinct to hang it so that only a basketball player could appreciate it? This creates too much negative space. It doesn't make this vignette look like one composition. Also, what's the point if you can't see your art? Hang it at eye level, or even lower. Whose eye level, you ask? Try your own. You bought it. You should get to look at it. Let us discuss flow. Your rooms should have plenty of room for you to walk around them. You and other people too. 3 feet, or I don't know how many centimeters, a good rubric for how much space there should be in all walkways. This is good feng shui for a very good reason. But if your cats need to race around in circles, or your dinner party guests, they should have room to do so without destroying your possessions. Negative space. Now, max decorum is not a minimalist. However, negative space is very important. To avoid feelings of clutter and claustrophobia that create stress over time, let there be some negative space and let it open up the room. We can acquire compulsion to fill every space with something. Emptiness, with object. It is a compulsion that should be reined in for our sanity and for aesthetics and for everybody. It's important. Let there be light and emptiness somewhere, somehow. We've spoken of emptiness. Now let's talk about what to fill the center of your room. Why do we humans shove our furniture into corners? Why? It is better to do the opposite. Instead, fill the center of your room and give the periphery space to breathe. When you line your walls with furniture, somehow the room looks cluttered and empty at the same time. It is also fairly non-functional, unless you're having a dance party, of course, to have empty, wasted space that doesn't relieve the eye or the mind of clutter, but does relieve the space of any utility. Nothing needs to be against the wall. Not even your bed. If you have space, Try to pull something away from the wall. Not everything. I am not advising a pile of furniture in the middle of your room. Yes. You get the idea. And now we come to color. It should be clear to you from this room, from my videos, from my channel name, that I am not a minimalist. Now, I'm not afraid of a white wall, but I do believe that color should always be incorporated somehow. Now you might be afraid. Color seems the most difficult part of interior decor. Well-matched colors make a room look sophisticated, slick, unattainable. But that's kind of a lie. In fact, color is the most scientific aspect of interior decor. Less art and more cut and dry. Get a color wheel. Pick 2 shades on the opposite sides of the palette. They will complement. That's how color works. Now, if you're still afraid, 2 more tips. Remember, color is the least expensive way to add interest and depth to a room. Get an object, make it colorful, add it to your room. If you don't like it, take it away. Buy some paint. Paint a swatch. If you don't like it, paint it back. Use black, use white, use neon, use light, use shade. Experiment. Interior decor is a playground. My final piece of advice is not a rule, merely an observation based on struggles I sometimes see. Mix styles, mix eras, mix old, mix new, mix high, mix low, borrowed, pink. Don't stick to one thing. It can be done, and it can be done well. But to mix is a quick way to more interest, I think. Mix whatever. In fact, I'd be wary of thoughts like, does this go? The sky's the limit. Actually, we're our own limits when it comes to mixing and deciding what goes. Often, the most beautiful rooms break a lot of rules. Very rarely rules about flow and space and balance. Very often rules about style. So mess around and keep collecting more things that shouldn't go, but do. I hope this helps you feel a little bit more confident and guided in the decisions you'll make in your interior decor, and about what not to worry about and where to play. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, subscribe, send me a comment, disagree with me, fight with me, please. I'd love your thoughts. But seriously, I'd love your thoughts. There's more than one way to skin this cat. And if you think that's all the 2 cents I have to give on this subject, there's so much more where that came from.